Everywhere you go in Kigali, Rwanda's capital city, you'll hear the same sound. That's because people are building houses, offices, hotels, roads, and laying fibre optic cables. While the world economy slows down, one of Rwanda's biggest challenges is how to manage the growing demand for property.
Well, construction has grown at an average of 16% over the years, and we've seen actually that particularly last year it grew at a very large 25%, which is really, really high. But that also has shown that the demand for the construction products and services is very, very high. We know that the real estate sector has been hit in other markets, but we also note that ours is still stably growing, and we also see that investors are looking for where else they can invest that still has you know, a very good demand and a supporting environment, and this is what we're offering as a country.
But this is no surprise. It's all part of Rwanda's Vision 2020 plan. The country's strategy that aims to turn Rwanda's economy into a middle-income country by 2020, achieve a per capita income of $990 a year and an annual growth rate of 7%, transforming this little landlocked country into a competitive regional force. But the implementation of this vision is facing some troubles ahead as the global economy slows.
The Rwandan economy grew by 11.2% last year, but we factored in this economic downturn, and we are projecting that the economy is going to grow around 6%. We are confident that can be higher than that, but we just wanted to be prudent and plan realistically. But as we see figures like in exports, like in tourism, in tourism there is no significant reduction, but for export, for instance, our coffee is being affected somehow, and the mining as well. So we thought it was wise to revise our growth projections accordingly.
They say you can tell how a country runs by its public transport system. Here in Kigali, I can tell you it runs like clockwork. The city has dramatically transformed as the country literally rebuilds itself, offering a number of opportunities in the construction and ICT sectors.
Kigali city during genocide and war was hardly hit, very badly damaged, both in terms of the human loss and also the loss in terms of infrastructure. 15 years on, I'm happy to say that we have achieved quite a great deal. We've made quite a great deal of improvement. First and foremost with security. You can imagine a country that has had war and genocide. 15 years on, we now boast of a very safe city where people can move freely during day and night. And this isn't security in terms of probably lack of crime and harming, but it's like people are living together amicably. Kigali is one of the fastest growing cities in Africa today. Economically, it's very vibrant. It has booming business. We've got investors coming on board, both from within and from without. And we provide with our safety, with our cleanness, with our hospitality, and with our good climate, we are making a landmark in terms of development and in terms of achieving the best that we could.
One of the major challenges in the construction sector is access to finance. And that's where the country's small but growing financial sector comes in. Although financial services only contributes around 5% to the country's GDP, it's been growing at 20% over the last 5 years.
The sea market really plays a huge role. Remember, the capital market is always long-term financing. So in Rwanda, what we have heard before is a banking sector to finance real estate, which has been very, very critical, especially when we're talking about, you heard the governor talking about the reduction of liquidity in the market. If we had a very active capital market, which is but is young, a market believed to develop in this field, we believe we need to develop new products in real estate industry and the construction. So what we are doing is we can come up with a couple of our products like a real estate investment trust. So that's one of our products. We can work in the real estate side and then finance developers, the construction, or everyone who wants to invest in the housing market. So we can really play a huge role. I give you an example. The Rwanda Commercial Bank, back in 2008, they have issued a bond for 5 billion Rwandan francs. They used this money to lend, to finance the mortgages, loans. So this has helped a lot for real estate businesses. So that's you can see the capital market is really key in financing this construction and the real estate industry. Yes.